right, gang. Today we're going to go over Buck Dharma's awesome solo to Blue Öyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper. It's basically that whole middle section of the song where it gets quiet and then kind of fades back into the main theme of the song. No cowbell in this one. Anyway, it is a difficult solo. It's got some Middle Eastern flavor in it, so there's some different notes. And just the timing is very, very difficult on this one. So we're going to go through it note for note in just a second. Hey, as always, if you like it, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe for one or maybe two of these every single week. We'll see you in just a second. All right, gang, here we go. Note for note on what I just did. Now, you can download the tab from the link in the description. Going to make your life a lot easier. Want to do that first for sure. Second thing, I want to make sure we are going to stick to the solo exclusively in this lesson. I'm going to do another lesson on the intro riff and on the chords and on the riff that's in the bridge of the song. So we'll get it all. So that's coming up soon. In fact, you can see that video right up here. Either there's a link there or there's going to be a link very soon. All right. Okay. Let's see, the sound on this one. Well, you want a lot of sustain on it, so definitely have some good overdrive on it. Now, we're not playing chords, but we want some good, nice sustained notes. Now, this guitar is not a particularly sustainy guitar, so I've got quite a bit of overdrive on it. I've also got a tiny amount of compression, a little bit of reverb on it. You can put, if you want to, you can put on some delay as well. This song can definitely take it. All right. I also have a little trick up my sleeve at the end for getting the feedback, so you want to stay tuned for that for sure. All right. Well, without further ado, I think the plan should be in this video, I'm going to play the whole thing slowly at first, and then what I'm going to do is play it line by line. We'll go over it that way. Okay, so here's the whole thing slowly. It comes right after this part. Okay, and then we do this. Okay, and that's the end of it. All right, so that's the whole thing, more or less. I think I more or less got it, playing it slow. It's very hard to play it slow, and I think the key thing is to play it over and over and really listen to that record to get the timing on it. All right, let's go over this line by line now. The chords to this one, if you think about it this way, are F minor and a G7 sort of chord. But of course, nobody's banging out chords, they're just playing a riff. In any event, it lends itself to a C harmonic minor scale. Which is kind of that Middle Eastern sound that we hear. I think a lot of this is just being played by feel, so it's no great shakes if you're not thinking about scales on this one. All right, but anyway, if you do want to think about scales, C harmonic minor works a charm. All right, let's start out with the first line. Here we go. Here's the first line. All right, so let's see here. We're going to slide up, or we're going to start out with a little tremolo picking on the 15th. Now my ears pick up a 13th that he slides to, like in this. I don't know if that was a mistake or if it's just what he wanted to do. In any event, either you can play that note or you can just, if you want, you can just do the tremolo picking on the 15th. That works just fine. Okay, so we're going to just do that. Then you bend it up and bring it back down, half step. Okay, then we're going to do this little hammer on and pull off. Walk back up to the 15th and then end up on the 15th on the second. That's the whole first line. Here it is again. Okay, here's the second line. We're going to kind of walk up. All right, so here we're walking up. And we're kind of doing a little retrograde motion up this time. Okay, bending on the 15th on the first step, on the first string again, half step, and then we're sliding up to the 19th, hitting it a few times, and then bending it a half step and hitting it a few times. Coming back down, and then instead of playing the 20th, which is really the same note, the 15th on the first string, I'm going to the 20th on the second string and playing that a few times, 3 times to be precise. Okay, so here's the whole line. Okay, now here's a hard timing one, all right? Okay, so that's the whole line. Let me play it again. All right, so what's going on there? Well, I'm playing the 20th on the second string, and then I'm playing a quick twirl here. I'm playing 21st, 20th, 18th, and back to the 20th. So like this. Right? Listen to that, and then I think you'll get it. Okay, and then I'm doing basically the same thing with going to the 18th here, hammering onto the 20th, pulling to the 18th, 16th, and back to the 18th, like so. Okay, so that's the next part. So it's after this. Okay, then 15, 17. 13. And now 12, 13, 12. Playing 12th again. And then on the third string, 12, 13, 12. Okay, definitely Middle Eastern flavor on that one. Let's hear the whole thing again. Okay, here's the next line. Okay, so this one does an octave here, so we're starting out on the third string, 12th fret, and then playing the 15th on the first, and then bending that up. Okay. So watch that one carefully. So we're doing 13th, and then we're coming back, we're going down one note in the scale and coming back up. And then playing 15, half step bend on the second. And playing our usual here. That's a hammer off from the 13th to the 15th, back to the 13th, and moving then to sliding to the 12th. Okay, here's the whole thing. All right, now probably the coolest line in here. Love that line. Okay, one more time very slowly. Whoop, let me play it right. You want to play that one over and over to get it. Now you can play it. You don't have to do those slides, but I think it just gives it a lot of extra flair. And to me it sounds a lot different than if you played it like this. Which also works. But I think this sounds a lot better. Give it lots of vibrato, you see. Okay, so what is going on there? So we're playing the 13th, and then going a little trill here on the 12, 13, 12. And then we're sliding down, so you have to really give that a big stroke. Sliding on quickly to the 9th on the 2nd string, so like this. And then playing the 12th again. And then 9th, sliding down to the 8th, playing it one more time, sliding down to the 6th, back up to the 8th, like so. Oops. Lovely line. Okay? Next line is this. So that one is on the 3rd string, we're playing 12, and then going back up to the 2nd string, playing 13, 12, and back a couple times, sliding down finally to the 10th on the 3rd string. Okay, next line is this. Okay, that's a nice line. We're playing 10, 11, I'm sorry, on the 3rd string, 10, 12, 13, and then we're kind of outlining an F minor chord. 13 on the 2nd, 13 on the 3rd, 13 on the 2nd, 13 on the 1st. And then playing that 12th, which is a G. Okay? Then we're doing this. So again, that's a 12th on the 3rd string, playing an octave up on the 15th, bending that a half step, bringing it down, and then playing 12, sliding down to 10 on the 3rd, like so. Okay, the last line is this. Okay, so how am I doing that one? So I'm playing the 10th, I'm sliding up to the 12th, and then I'm playing a harmonic very strongly, as strong as I possibly can on the 12th, like so. Now that would be good enough, and that would work. However, I also have a distortion pedal to just kick in a little bit of extra stuff, so I get a little bit of extra sustain. So that's what I do to get that, to really get those upper harmonics going on and feeding back, like so. So I kick in the distortion on that 2nd. And that's it, gang. That's the whole solo. All right, gang. Well, there you have it. Buck Dharma's solo to Don't Fear the Reaper. A lot of people have done the beginning parts. I haven't seen anybody do that solo. Anyway, I wanted to do it because I dug it, and I hope you dig it, and I hope you got it. And we'll see you on down the road.